For a long time now, I have been promising you guys a video on a review on my laying down the rails curriculum and the companion guides that I found at Homeschool Convention. So today you will get just that. Hey guys, it's Vani from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool and welcome to my channel. And if you're new here, I make videos to help you on your homeschooling journey. And so today I want to talk about character training. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with Charlotte Mason and maybe even this book, Laying Down the Rails, but I don't know how many of you guys have seen that she actually has a habit training companion guide. She actually has two, book 1 and book 2. So I'm going to share these with you guys today. So for those of you guys who don't know who Charlotte Mason was, she was a British educator who devoted her life to improving the quality of education back from like 1842 to like the early 1900s. And if you're new to homeschooling and you Google Charlotte Mason homeschooling, you're going to find a ton of different resources. But basically, one of the main things that she believed in was habit training and training children in habits. So all of us have habits, right? You develop a habit of looking at your phone every night before bed, or you develop the habit of waking up early and like drinking your coffee, or you develop the habit of complaining over time over different things. There's good habits and there's bad habits. So in Laying Down the Rails, it talks about breaking some of the bad habits and implementing the good habits. So I'm going to share with you guys, well, the chapter 1 talks all about habits. But once you get past the habit part and you understand that, you are going to be able to learn in chapter 2 how to cultivate good habits. And then you have a whole chapter dedicated to habits of decency and propriety, such as cleanliness, courteous, kindness, manners, modesty and purity, neatness, order, regularity, other habits of decency and propriety. And then chapter 4 are mental habits: attention, imagining, meditation, memorizing, mental effort, observation, perfect execution, reading for instruction, remembering, thinking, and other mental habits. And then chapter 5 are moral habits of integrity, obedience, personal initiative, self-control, reverence, sweet and even temper, truthfulness and youthfulness. And then chapter 6 has physical habits: alertness to seize opportunities, fortitude, health, managing one's own body, music, outdoor life, quick perception of senses, self-control in emergencies, self-discipline and habits, self-restraint and indulgences, training the ear and voice. And then chapter 7 has religious habits, regularity and devotions, Sunday keeping, reverent attitude, thanksgiving, and thought of God. And chapter 8 is a family habit of reading out loud. And then chapter 9 is breaking a bad habit. Chapter 10 through 14 are dealing with different bad habits like lying, wasting time, which she calls dawdling, mean behavior, temper tantrums, moody children, and things like that. So when I first got this book, I thought it was an amazing idea. I loved it and I would read it, and then I didn't know what to do with it. Like I didn't know how to put this into practice in my homeschool. And then like a long time later, maybe like 5 years later, I went to the Homeschool Convention. I went to the Charlotte Mason section and I found these Laying Down the Rail companions, which I don't know if they were new because I don't think they were there at the time or what, but these are awesome because there's 2 books, because I just read how many habits there are in the original Laying Down the Rails, right? So here you have your section. So let's say you're going to teach about decency and cleanliness, right? So it gives a definition of what cleanliness is. There's a section for parent prep that gives you goals for the habit and steps to get there. There's a person or story from your life that demonstrates this habit. And then you have additional stories, poems, quotations, Bible verses, and things you want to use. And then you write down other activities that we can do to practice the habit. And then there's some celebration ideas. Then each habit is broken down into lessons, and each lesson has something to read and then a little activity for the day. For example, in lesson 1, you're reading the children the definition of cleanliness, and then you're reading a biblical principle found in Ecclesiastics. And that's it. It's really quick. And then in lesson 2, you're talking about what you talked about the last day, and you're reading a story called Dust Under the Rug, which has a lesson in it about being clean and cleanliness. And then lesson 3, you're reading a poem, and it talks about airing out clothing or bedding that will be used again before washing. And there's just a bunch of different activities like that. So these companions are perfect. So I'm gonna see if I can find these books for you guys on Amazon, and I'm gonna post a link. If they're not there, I'm gonna try to find them online, and I'm gonna post a link in the description. So when you're done watching this video, make sure to scroll down there, and I will link all of these things down there. If you are going to the FPEA Homeschool Convention in Orlando, check out the Charlotte Mason section, and you can just scroll through them. You can flip through them yourself and then think about buying them there. I like going in person because you really get to see them hands-on. But that is that. Here's laying down the rails. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.